everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Office Hours. I'm Lindsay DeWoody, Operations Manager of American Wholesale Hemp. We have a great show in store for you guys today. I've got two wonderful guests that are very near and dear to my heart. Summer and Juan Garcia of Rafa 180 and the Stone Vet podcast on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Office Hours, everyone. We are going to kick it right off on this beautiful Friday afternoon with two of my most favorite people in the world, Summer and Juan Garcia. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm watching you be so professional over there.
It's shocking, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I hope I just don't make you look bad with my
No, you
crazy.
guys are wonderful, and that's why I asked you to be on the show today. This is a husband and wife team here. Dynamic duo, Mr. and Mrs. Garcia here of Rafa 180, and you guys have been with Cantech and our products pretty much since day one, right?
72 years.
72 years. Longer than we've been in business.
Yeah, from I think 8 months. Y'all opened 8 months before I think I started.
Okay.
So right at the beginning.
Yeah, since infancy of Cantech Labs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so Summer and Juan, they own Rafa 180, and so they're a distributor of our products. They purchase here at American Wholesale Hemp, and it's all the products that are manufactured at Cantech Labs. So how did you guys even get involved in the CBD world, and how did you come to know Ryan and Jordan early and get involved in this?
Oh, let me shorten this.
That's a good story.
Yeah, it's a great story. So, addiction is strong. Mental health is just crazy right now. We're actually getting to where we'll talk about it, and we will be more open about it. And just illnesses, right? Just left and right. People wanting to get off pharmaceuticals and or not have to increase their pharmaceuticals and find something healthy and alternative care. So we looked into that, and I personally am very open about this. I personally struggle with anxiety, and I just did not want to do any more medication. For me, it was no more medication, and I wanted to find something that I could use and it would be healthy for me and not kill my liver, my kidneys, all these different things. But I had said I don't know what else to use. I'm the crunchy person in my family, and I was using about everything I could, and it wasn't working. I went to go get some anxiety medication, sat down on the bed, put a pill in my hand, said, let me go ahead and look at these side effects or symptoms that I need to be aware of, and anxiety was the second symptom of my anxiety medication.
Anxiety was a symptom of a medication prescribed to you to treat anxiety.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I was following along with that.
Yes, it is, and I remember thinking, I felt like that little boy from Up that was like face down being drugged by the water hose, that thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do that. I can't have any more anxiety. Oh my gosh, like how am I going to even do life if I can't mom, right? And I said, okay, God, I'm leaning on you. I've got to find something. So I put it back in the bottle, tightened it up, threw it under my sink, and said, I'm gonna look at CBD. I went to him, and I don't think I ever told Ryan and them this story, but I went to him and I said, I'm gonna do CBD. And he said, I don't even know what that is. It's one of those things. I emailed a different company. True story. Emailed a different company, and about a month later, Corbin emailed me.
My husband.
Yes. Never emailed them. I never emailed Cantech Labs. This is how God works. 'cause. I promise you.
So Corbin reached out to you. And you said, okay, I want to do CBD. And he said, I don't even know what that is. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't have any more anxiety. Oh my gosh. Like, how am I going to even do life if I can't mom, right? And so I
and said, I got your email that you were interested in CBD and what we can do for your business. And I was like, oh, okay, great, because I had emailed this other company, right? Ryan set up an appointment. I came in. I had already tried separate CBD that did not work and did cause me to pop for THC. So it was one thing that I look at very closely. So I came in here. I remember I tried their product, and within like 10 minutes, I looked at him and was like, what just happened? Like,
was it something from the PCX line?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And it was like, I started on the 500 milligram.
Okay.
And so it was just like, my world got quiet in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan was so genuine, and I could tell right away that he loved what he did. He was passionate about what he did. He cared about people, which is what, where I was coming from.
Right.
And so he gave us the whole tour, the walkthrough, just the aura that he had on him about just wanting to make people feel better and people over profit.
Mm-hmm.
Sold me. So we left. I said, this is where I'm going to start. And I started out at my homeschool room. I had a little shelf and started my website, and people just started contacting me because they already were contacting me for all the weird stuff that, I would say, hey, you got a fever, put olive oil and garlic on the bottom of your feet. And I was that
a more
weird.
Holistic approach, right? Yeah.
That they made,
crunchy,
they made
holistic.
fun of me until they were sick and said, okay,
yeah,
what do I need to do now? So they started contacting us. It was about a year into it that I asked Corbin, I said, so you guys were affiliated with, and I can't remember, he said no. And I asked Ryan, I said, do y'all even know anybody over at this place? He
mm-hmm.
said, no. So
somehow your email wound up in Corbin's hands,
mm-hmm.
and
it's a God thing. It's a God
as a
thing.
believer, yes, that is a God thing. In my humble opinion, that is a God thing, and there's no other way to explain that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, and how I've never heard that story, and you said you've never shared that before.
I didn't.
So Ryan and Jordan watch this every week, so I know,
amazing.
and Corbin watches it with me, so I know they're gonna just die when they hear that in a good way.
It's still one of those things,
So it's the stars align here, and it's really, really crazy how it all works out. But wow, I'm glad you found us, or my husband kind of found you. And
it was great. It was great.
And it just all worked out. Well, I think we're going to take a real quick break if you guys want to stick around, and we'll come back in with a new segment. We'll be right back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. I am still here with my good friends Summer and Juan Garcia of Rafa 180. Thank you guys so much for still being here with me. I am still just in awe of the story you just told about how you were found by Cantech in a way, right?
Yeah.
And how you got started with it. So, Summer is a mom of 7 children, and so her kids range all the way from teenager down to itty bitty babies. So she is a busy mom. Juan is a busy working dad. They're both working. Summer's a homeschool mom. So as a mom myself, I relate to the anxiety and getting to a point where you just feel like you have to find something. Something's gotta give. And a more natural approach, not wanting the poisonous or what can be poisonous prescription medications, and looking for that option. That's how I came to be on these products myself. Luckily I do have a husband in the industry that, was able to make really great recommendations for me. And so I feel this story on a personal level for sure. So you got started, you started taking the products and said, I believe in this, I'm going to distribute these products. and you started Rafa 180 out of your homeschool room in your house, right?
Yeah.
So you had a brick and mortar store for quite a while, right?
Yeah, I did. I went from my homeschool room. Then I started doing educationals where I would travel and do educationals, and then did brick and mortar as well as distribution for other companies. And then I did close my brick and mortar just to be with my babies.
Yeah.
COVID hit. I didn't want to get them sick, and I wanted to be at home a little bit more because I do homeschool, and so I just get the blessing to work out of my home now.
Yes, yeah. and still have your business, Rafa 180,
yeah.
And still maintaining your customer base, and that's a great thing about being a distributor through American Wholesale Hemp that maybe not everyone understands is you don't have to have a brick and mortar store to be able to help get these products into other people's hands. Mm-hmm. You can have a website. You don't have to have a website. You could have a Facebook page or an Instagram page or even just word of mouth. That's the best way, is connecting with people on a one-on-one basis and, this helped me, maybe it will help you.
Right.
So that's awesome that you've been able to stay the course with us and be able to help educate people on their bodies and how to help heal themselves with more natural holistic options, including CBD. And I've watched your Facebook lives for years now, and I have, and so I'm a Summer's fan. I was fortunate enough to meet Summer and Juan through my husband before I ever worked here. So and just the education that you provide, and that's just, and reaching out to people and caring for people. That's, like you said, that's what it's all about at Cantech Labs and American Wholesale Hemp is people over profit, and what can we do to help people. And so do you still do the Facebook Lives and the education and that sort of stuff through Rafa 180, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've gotten to keep my clientele and work with them. But I do believe in people over profit, and I've been able to make sure that they're going to still get what they need and follow along. And I do it differently. I don't just say, hey, here's a product, take it, hope it works for you. Right. They have my cell phone number. People used to say, don't put your cell phone number on these cards. I do, because I want them to call me. I want to make sure that they're getting what they need, and we can walk through any vitamin care, changing the dose or what they need with their CBD if they're not sleeping, different things. Because I want them to know that they're cared about. That was important to me, to know that I was cared about, and that there was hope.
Right.
That's the biggest deal, is saying, hey, we can figure this out. I laugh and say I'm a people collector. I know that sounds creepy.
She collects people.
Because people are the only things you can take with you. Like, junk fades. You can throw it away, but people are what's important. And just loving on people and making sure that you can give them something throughout their day to say, hey, I know you're not feeling good, but let me be a part of your journey to help change that. Everybody, I always say your journey matters because it's unique to you. Yes. And I feel blessed if somebody reaches out to me to be a part of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I say that, I feel like I say it every week on the show, and I say it every day here. Just myself being a small part and helping people, like you just said, and maybe providing a little bit of education on our products and a more holistic approach to things, and just, overall wellness and, better quality of life for people, a more balanced life. That's a blessing, and that's my favorite part of being part of this incredible team that we all have, that, American Wholesale Hemp, Cantech Labs, and all of our distributors. We are a team. We are a family, and that's priceless.
It is.
The relationships we've gained and the people we've gotten to meet over the years, it's huge.
And the genuine people that are here,
Yes.
There are a lot of people behind the scenes that maybe some people don't get to see, but you guys see Jordan and you see Ryan, and I know that they're out there a lot, but they're genuinely the way that they are. They really care the way that they are in public. That's not a front.
Absolutely.
They're definitely still caring when the cameras are off, nobody's around, and that means a lot to me, to be a part of a company that's going to want to take care of the people that work for them, that are promoting for them. And they personally just, they've helped us. It's just been amazing to see the business grow as well, with people that believe people over profit.
Right.
Like we do. So.
We're really a family here.
It is, yeah. Yes.
You're stuck with me, I'm stuck with y'all. You know, I mean, we are a family. We are a family. So, well, I love that story, and I love that you're still in this with us, you know, after all these years, through the craziness of 2020 and 2021, and it's just awesome. So we're going to take another quick break, but Juan, here in just a minute, if you've got time to stick around, we're going to come back. I want to talk about the Stone Vet USMC podcast you've got on YouTube. So.
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right, well, we will be right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone. I am still here with my friends Summer and Juan Garcia. So Juan, we've talked heavily about Rafa 180 and you know how you guys got involved in CBD and become a part of the Cantech and AWH family, but you are a veteran,
yes.
United States Marine Corps, correct? Absolutely. So I want to talk about your podcast, the Stone Vet USMC. How did that get started, and what is your hope and outreach with that?
Man, that's got some good questions. I mean, it's the first time. It's like I don't get a lot on shows a lot. You know, I'm usually the host of my show. You know, like she said, guys, my name's Sergeant G. I host the Stone Vet USMC. I love hosting my show because the simple fact of, like you said, how Cantech and American Wholesale Hemp is about helping people.
Yes. And
my biggest thing is to help is, I guess you can call it a veteran outreach. So much is just, I try to build my community and try to help promote veterans who are trying to find their purpose again after serving in the military.
Yes.
They get out of the military, and the biggest thing is like, what do I do now? I don't have somebody telling me what to do, when to do, how to do it every day.
Right.
You know, regardless you do 4 years, 14 years, or 40 years, somebody's telling you what to do every day of your life for those times that you're serving. But when you decide to cut the rope and say, I'm done, I don't want to do this no more, now who's going to tell, now what do I do?
Right.
Nobody's showing me, nobody's guiding me. So the purpose of my show is to help promote veteran entrepreneurs, veterans who got out of service and decided, I'm going to provide a service for somebody else. I do various different things. There's so many businesses out there, and so many veteran-owned and ran businesses that I love to promote, because there's people that are like, well, I own my own business, but I need a sign for my wall. I got a guy who's a vet that makes signs. I've got a guy who makes edible crayons right now.
Edible crayons?
So, yeah, the Marines get called crayon eaters.
Right?
That's
what Marines are called. Marines are called crayon eaters. And so a Marine decided, let me capitalize on this. And now he makes edible crayons. Yeah. You can actually color with them and eat them. They're
you gotta
chocolate.
look it up. If you don't know about
they're amazing products, you know what I'm saying?
That is incredible.
And what's great about running a podcast is that my network has expanded around the world. It's tremendous, the amount of people I've got to meet that has helped promote me to help get me to the next level. It's like you guys always know, you guys follow me, you follow my show, my sponsor, Rafa 180. Yeah, this is what I always tell you guys. You guys are always looking for a medicinal, you're always looking for CBD, or you're like, CBD don't work for me, it never worked for me. It's because you were never shown how to actually use it, or you were never on the right proper dosage that you needed for your ailments that you suffer from. Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm proud to have Rafa 180 as my sponsor, because like you guys just saw, they work with American Wholesale Hemp and Cantech Labs, who, what is it? People over profits. How do we help people? How can we help people? How can we make sure that you get on the proper dosage, get you on the proper CBD that you need to help deal with your anxieties, you deal with your depressions, deal with your body aches, deal with sores on your body. And it's like I always tell everybody, I said, you always look, if you want to look for a medicinal grade CBD, check out Rafa 180, because now you're seeing where the product's coming from.
Right.
American Wholesale Hemp, Cantech Labs, understanding what it takes to produce a genuine product for the people. Right. Not for the pockets, for the people.
Right.
You know, and so that's the whole purpose of my show, is to help promote veterans, help veterans find the necessities, connecting veterans with other veterans. to connect people together. It's because, like I said, I live in Oklahoma. I don't know the people in Texas. I don't know the people in New York, Connecticut, Washington, Wyoming, Minnesota. But that's why I always encourage them to go out into the communities and find out who is in your community, who is providing the resources for you so that you're not alone at night.
Right.
When it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're like, I feel like crap. The depression's kicking in. PTSD's kicking in real hard at night. Because it's easier to have somebody close to come see you versus trying to reach out to somebody across the country.
Right.
You know, and it's always about building the communities like what you guys do. Build the communities. You build the network so you have a strong foundation to stand on. Right.
And that's one thing that I know you and lots of other veterans are very, very passionate about is help. I got your six, right? You're not alone in what you're going through. We know what it's like to get out of the military. And now what?
Right.
Where do I go? What do I do? How do I, kind of build a new life? Because you're essentially building a new life at that point, right?
Yeah.
And so feeling alone, like you've got no options, and having a lot of time, unfortunately, physical ailments as well as mental health issues that they more than likely did not have prior to military service.
Right.
And then again, feeling alone on top of all of that is not a good combo.
Right.
And so the connecting of veterans is crucial. I know veteran suicide is a pandemic in this country.
Absolutely.
And it is awful. And it's folks like you who are helping connect veterans and showing you've got options. There are resources out there. We've all got different specialties and we can band together in this brotherhood and work through it together.
Absolutely.
That's crucial. And that's going to be the only way to reduce and eliminate veteran suicide.
Absolutely.
It's the only way.
Absolutely.
And so, and that's where the CBD products come into play too. Physical ailments, mental health issues. Awful. And if you're feeling hopeless and the prescription medications are not helping or they're not available to you, which is also a problem in the veteran community.
Right.
Educating them. You getting on your podcast in summer, you being a guest on the Stone Vet podcast and teaching people there are other options out there that are not going to further damage your physical health and help improve your mental health and help you heal your body.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, that's crucial, and we've got to continue to get that word out there to heal our veterans and to reduce and eliminate veteran suicide.
Absolutely.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming on today. I just, I love the Stone Vet. I am a subscriber on YouTube personally.
Absolutely.
So thank you. I mean, I commend you. I mean, for putting your heart and soul into that. Obviously, it's very, very close to home for you being a veteran of the United States Marine Corps and still a federal employee, So that's a good thing about CBD products.
Absolutely.
Made through Cantech Labs. One can take them and be a federal employee.
Absolutely. 100% THC free.
Absolutely.
And we tested to make sure. Like, I've bought multiple tests at different locations to test and make sure. So
Yep. So you've got your option there, and that's I know that's huge for you. So
Absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on today. I value you guys and I treasure your friendship so much and our working relationship, and I was so excited that you guys were willing to come on today and meet our office hours community. So
Absolutely.
Thank you both for coming on. I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye.
all so much for watching this week's episode of Office Hours. This was one of my favorite episodes I've ever done. Again, Summer and Juan are just dear friends of mine, long before I worked here at American Wholesale Hemp. I'm just so happy to have them a part of my family and to be friends of mine and to be customers here at American Wholesale Hemp. So thank you both so much for coming on today. If you are interested in purchasing our products through Rafa 180, you can reach out to Summer on Facebook. Facebook page is Rafa 180. You can also email her at rafacbd@gmail.com and talk to her about products, get product education, and be able to purchase products through Summer as well. Also, get on YouTube and subscribe to Juan's podcast, The Stone Vet USMC. It's an excellent show. Subscribe, watch the videos, like them, share them with your friends on all platforms of social media. The work that Juan is doing there is huge. And I can't thank him enough for doing that for our veteran community. So also, big exciting news here at American Wholesale Hemp. We now have a YouTube channel that you can watch Office Hours on every single week. So get on YouTube. When you are on there liking the Stone Vet USMC page and subscribing to that show, subscribe to American Wholesale Hemp on YouTube as well, and watch our Office Hours there and give them a big thumbs up and share our videos with your community. As always, we are on Facebook, and if you need any information on our products or how to get connected with Summer and Juan, you can reach out to me here at our office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 405-604-0525. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you all have a healthy and safe weekend, and I will be back in 1 week with another episode of Office Hours. Have a good one.